Okay, so the deal is that I still have to work, and I work between midnight and 3 a.m. and when I'm in France. So I forgot my HDMI to DisplayPort cable. I even remember putting it on the table before I left out. So I am going to walk over to this office supply shop in the hopes that they have the cable that I need. I expect that they will have it. So I'm having a nice walk today. And let me just kind of just show you what's going on here. So I'm walking down this pathway, and then I'm going to go all the way down here. And I'm going to walk about, I'd say, maybe about half a mile or so to get myself to this store. Because I tried to take the bus, but then I got to the bus stop and it said it's going to take 20 minutes. But it says if I just walk it, it's going to take 18. Look, I'm not waiting 20 minutes so that I can get a bus and have to go 6 stops on the bus. I'm just going to go ahead and walk it. So that is how you will be doing it in France. Because not everything is convenient, right? But if you just go with the flow, life is life is like a box of chocolates. All right, so I'm going to continue my walk, and for now, Coffee Brown out. Au revoir. All right, it's Coffee Brown back again. I'm very happy. The smile on my face tells you something. So I went to the office supply shop, and I was able to get the cables that I needed. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. And since we're not quite sure if it's a DisplayPort to HDMI or if it's an HDMI to HDMI, because I took a picture of the ports just to make sure and we couldn't quite figure it out, I got a connector, and they were like, you can always bring it back, which I said, no thank you. I'm just going to keep what I have. I'll be able to use it at some point or another. It's okay. Plus, I can get my VAT tax. And so I'll be able to get the taxes I paid on this back. No big deal. So, my first trip in France, not so bad. A little frustrated in the beginning because I was like, I have to walk. And here's the fun part. The bus schedule is not exactly correct. So as I was walking over, the 77 bus, which I should have caught, passed me up. But I only had to walk an additional 5 minutes after the bus passed me. No big deal. We all know that you have to walk a lot in these foreign countries, and we just adapt. So, what did I do? I got my cords. I walked over, then I got my cords, had a nice conversation with the people in the store. Very nice people. I tried a little bit of French. It failed, but they spoke English, and so it worked. So, I guess now I get to go and find a place where I'm going to pick up a little bit of dinner and see if I can do a takeout. I'm going to bring it back to my room, have a little bit of dinner, have a nap, and then I have to teach tonight. Tomorrow I have a little bit of a challenge because I have a client that I see, and I told him that I still wanted to do the training session with him, even though it's France. But I want to see what it's like to have to train him while I'm here in France. So I'm going to have a training session with him. It's in the middle of the afternoon here in France. So whatever errands I end up doing, I have to be able to pull over for a little bit and do a training session with him for an hour. And then I'll get back on my way and finish off whatever I'm doing. So I figure it's going to be an hour. Good evening. Bye. That was the guy that was helping me, the salesperson. So he has a message for the United States. He said, how did he say it? He said, from France, we wish you much hope, and we are so sorry. And I said, hey, it is what it is. We just have to ride it out. But not me, because Coffee Brown is expat bound. All right, so again, like, subscribe, and share this with all your friends so we can get that algorithm going, build this community. If you're interested in moving to France, you can live off of my experiences. I expect that I'm probably going to come back a little bit lighter because Coffee's been doing a whole lot of walking. All right, so from someplace in Bordeaux that I'm not sure of. Oh, before I even log off, here's the fun thing. So I got a 24-hour pass that I thought was good only for the trams, and it was €6.50. So for 24 hours, you can get on any bus that's metropolitan, any train that's metropolitan, or tram rather, or they have a boat. They have a boat system, and you can take the boat. So anything in 24 hours for €6.50 I can do. So I might try to see if I can find that boat, because that sounds like fun. But he was like, oh, you don't need to take it from here. I said, look, I'll find that boat. If I can get that boat for my €6.50, I'm going to do it. So let's see how Coffee does and see if she can find the boat. Just to take the boat, just to take it. I'm just going to take the boat to take it because I bought the pass. So I now have to cross this very busy street and get back to the 77 or the 34, either of which I figured out on my own, will take me back to the main station of this of the small town that I'm in, which I think is called Passer, or I think it's called Passac. It's Passac. So it'll take me to the central station in Passac, and then I'll have another train that I'll pick up in Passac, and that will take me to somewhere close to where I am staying. And I think once I get off there, that's when I'll pick up the food, and I'll get that food and bring it back and have a little bit of dinner before I take a nap and then get up and work at midnight. So this is what it's like when you work remote and you have US and I would say Canadian based and Mexican based clients. You will be free during the day to do anything you want, but you got to get back and get that nap in and be ready to work at midnight if you're doing a night job. During the day, it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a downer if you're starting your day at like 2 in the afternoon because you've got clients in the United States, but you can still get a lot done if you're wanting to be out early in the morning and hit up like any of the pastry shops, hit up a coffee shop, enjoy the day, and then go home and just rest and then start your day at work. That sounds good to me. Sounds a lot better than what I'm doing in the United States. All right, so now I'm gonna head off. This is Coffee Brown, Expat Bound. I'm in Passac, France, and I am heading back to Bordeaux, central Bordeaux, so that I can enjoy my Airbnb before I go teach. All right, I will see you all later. Au revoir.